about few minutes. Today, the Honorable ACC President, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge is here in Bangalore. He wanted to address the media on behalf of the Congress Party, which is supposed to be held at Delhi. He felt that this message should go from the home state. And our Honorable Treasurer also, Mr. Ajay Mekhan, is a parliament member from here, he is the Treasurer. Mr. Pawan Kera, my spokesman, is also here. On behalf of the Karnataka Pradesh Congress Committee, I welcome my Honorable President Shri Mallikarjun Kharge for the press conference. At the same time, I welcome Mr. Ajay Mekhan, our Treasurer also for this press conference, and Mr. Pawan Kera. They will brief on the important national issues, which is of the most importance. So, ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಲಿದಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಿಂದ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಸಿಸಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಸಾಹೇಬರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಪತ್ರಿಕಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯನ್ನು ಎಸಿಸಿ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಸಾಹೇಬರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಜರರ್ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜಯ್ ಮೆಕ್ಕನ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ಸಂಸತ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರು, ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ವಹಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಪವನ್ ಕೇರಾ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದ ವಕ್ತಾರರು, ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ವಹಿಸಿ, ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜಯ್ ಝಾವ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸಲೀಮ್ರವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಈಗ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ತಮ್ಮ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಫಸ್ಟ್
ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ.
Dear friend,
thing, Congress got donations from workers, MPs, even other small donors.
Pradesh Congress Committee, I welcome my Honorable President Shri Mallikarjun Kharge for the press conference. At the same time, I welcome Mr. Ajay Mekhan, our Treasurer also for this press conference, and Mr. Pawan Kera. They will brief on the important national issues, which is of the most importance. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಲಿದಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಿಂದ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಸಿಸಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಸಾಹೇಬರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಪತ್ರಿಕಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯನ್ನು ಎಸಿಸಿ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಸಾಹೇಬರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಜರರ್ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜಯ್ ಮೆಕ್ಕನ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ಸಂಸತ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರು, ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಪವನ್ ಕೇರಾ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದ ವಕ್ತಾರರು, ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ವಹಿಸಿ, ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜಯ್ ಝಾವ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸಲೀಮ್ರವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಈಗ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ತಮ್ಮ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಫಸ್ಟ್
ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ.
Dear friends, yesterday the Election Commission of India on its website, on the orders of the Supreme Court of India, has put up a list given by the State Bank of India of all those corporate houses who have purchased bonds from the State Bank of India, the electoral bonds from the State Bank of India. has come out is a saga of corruption, of high-handedness of the BJP government, something which has shook the nation, something which has gone against the basic fabric of our democracy. Our Honorable President, Shri Mallikarjun Kharge ji, is here to discuss this issue with the nation, through all of you, and put before the country how the BJP's government misused this electoral bond as an instrument of corruption. I request Shri Mallikarjun Kharge ji to speak on this important issue.
ಯಾದ್ ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಸಮಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನಂದರೆ ನಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಐ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದೆರಡು ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ವದ ವಿಷಯ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಮತ್ತು ದೇಶದ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಜನರಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಈ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರೀತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಆಯಿತು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ PCC ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಡೆಪ್ಟಿ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಜಯ್ ಮಾಕನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಸರರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಪೋಕ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಪವನ್ ಖೇರಾಜ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಜಯ್ ಜಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಹಾಜರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರು ಬಹಳ ಹರಿಶ್ಚಂದ್ರನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನ ಖಾऊंगा ನ खाने दूंगा, but today it has been exposed by Supreme Court that how the BJP has made money out of these election bonds. SPI data shows donation is 50% BJP got, Congress got only 11%. Even our voting pattern, you see, in that voting pattern also, we are nearly 1/3, and rest of the people are 2/3, including BJP. But whereas the donation they got more than 50%. How can they get this much of money? How can the other capitalists or other companies give such donations? So there are many dubious donors. And who are these? Nearly people who have donated either they are involved in ED case, income tax, and all income tax people and ED, they raided their houses, then ultimately the government of India, particularly the Modi ji and his party pressurized these people to give more donation to their party. Otherwise, this much of difference cannot be. And other side, we had money, Congress party accounts. That money was seized,
Yes,
frozen,
and seized.
locked. Our accounts were it should not be operated. They instructed the IT people, and IT has done this thing, and nearly our
300 crores.
300 crores they freezed. How can we go for election? If you are collecting crores of rupees through election bond, same thing, Congress got donations from workers, MPs, even other small donors. Our account is closed, their account is open, and that too they got 6,000 crores. 600.
More than 6,000.
So that's 6,000 crores. And whereas the others have got little money. And opposition parties' account, if you freeze, then how they will fight election, and where is the level playing ground? They are doing this. Therefore, I demand an inquiry at highest level, and unless the truth is come out, their accounts should also be freezed. And a special investigation should be done. How money, whether it is got by giving some favors or some harassment, or asking them to donation, if their cases will be closed. And many people, ED, IT raids happened, they have cleanly, they have gone to BJP, they got even posts also. Such people they became immediately clean in BJP. As long as they were in other parties, they were not clean. They were having charges against them, allegations, that this, everything. But today, the Supreme Court exposed every, particularly the BJP, which was always telling, no, legally we got that, this. Therefore, I am demanding a special inquiry about that. Until then, their account should be freezed. Secondly, PM should be held accountable because he is the main man, and Prime Minister himself claims always a Modi ki sarkar, a Modi ki party, a Modi ki guarantee. So everything is in his name only. He never said even BJP. Okay, if he says मेरा 56 इंच 56 इंच छाती है, if कहता है physically it may be having, that is his own. But if he says party is also because of me, and anything is done in this country 1947 to till date, he claims everything for himself. As if we got freedom only in 2014, and many people born only in 2014. This tendency, what Modi ji is developing in this country, a country which is a democratic, and our country is also believing federal system, that also he is destroying. And apart from that, we are very worried because if you pressurize the people, if you keep quiet, then naturally the people will donate. If level playing ground is there, they will donate as they like. But here, if you put cases, if you harass them, that will be a great inequality, and it is a one type of harassment. Therefore, I demand these two things, and apart from that, what he is harassing is a different thing. And that also he wants to kill the opposition parties, that they should not thrive in democracy. So details our friends will share with you, but now this is the only na खाऊंगा ना खाने दूंगा, सिर्फ मेरे पार्टी को ही खिलाएंगे लोग. That is his.
Will you move the Supreme Court to block the BJP account? Will your party move the Supreme Court to block the BJP account?
I'm telling you, no. I'm now demanding next course of action we'll take. Anyway, our party is going to meet. Working committee is also going to meet shortly. There I can discuss, because without consultation, I'm not a Modi. I have to consult.
Sir,
And I have to.
You said there is no level playing field. Tomorrow Election Commission is announcing elections, sir.
Yes.
Are you asking for elections to be deferred pending inquiry on this?
No, that cannot be done. You also know that even if I say, people will not believe it. But we are demanding this.
Let the statement be over. He just wants to ask.
No, this after these two people explain, then you can also ask.
Thank you, sir. I would like to just repeat and add a few things which our Honorable Congress President has said. Yesterday, when the list came, in total 22,217 bonds were issued. But the details on the website is only those of 18,871 bonds.
Can you repeat that?
In total, 22,217 bonds, electoral bonds were issued ever since it started in 2018. But the details on the website pertains to only 18,871 bonds. The details pertaining to 3,346 bonds is not available on the website. SBI has not given. So these 3,346 bonds, the total amount pertains to rupees 2,500 crores, around 2,500 crores. So whom the Modi government and the SBI is trying to shield? This is the first important question, and this is the biggest discrepancy which we would like to ask. Second, as Honorable Congress President has said, there should be an investigation. Investigation directly under the Supreme Court, since Supreme Court has initiated this. And what should be the investigation do? It should link the IT notices, IT raids, ED notices and ED raids with these electoral bonds purchases. Because now when the names of these companies have come out, it is clear that most of these companies, they were either under IT scanner, they were given IT notices, IT income tax departments raided on them, ED raided on them, and then they purchased bonds. In a way, they were forced to purchase bonds and give it to the BJP. This is another very important glaring discrepancy which has come out. The third important thing which Honorable President also has said, that around 50%, more than 50% of the total amount has gone to the BJP. Whereas the principal opposition party, the Congress party's share is just 11%. It is a difference of 39%. If you look at the difference of votes between the Congress and BJP in the last election, it was just 17%. So it is more than double the vote difference between the Congress and BJP that the BJP has got its share. So this is something which is surprising and which clearly proves that coercion, IT, income tax and ED was used to get more bonds for the BJP, for the ruling party. And that is why our demands are, number one, investigation into these things should be done directly under the Supreme Court. And secondly, importantly, the BJP's account should be immediately frozen. The Supreme Court itself has said that this electoral bond scheme is unconstitutional. When this electoral bond scheme is unconstitutional, then how should BJP, the ruling party, be allowed to use this money for election purposes? When Supreme Court itself has said that this bond scheme is unconstitutional, that is why it has scrapped this electoral bond scheme. Then why should that money be used by the BJP for these election purposes? So these accounts should be immediately frozen. That is the second thing Honorable Congress President and the Congress party is demanding. At the same time, we would like to again point out that at the moment, whatever money the Congress party, the Indian National Congress Party had in Delhi, the entire amount, around 300 crore rupees, has been frozen by the Income Tax Department on a frivolous case pertaining to 2017-18. Imagine an income tax notice in 2017-18, 7 years after that, using that income tax case, in February, just 3 weeks before the elections are to be announced, our accounts are being frozen just all because of that. So this is something which is not level playing field for the ruling party and the opposition party, the principal opposition party. The ruling party is getting ill-gotten wealth, unconstitutional money in an obscure manner from the big corporate houses whom they are forced by the income tax and the ED. And on the other hand, the money which the Congress party got through its workers, through crowdfunding, the money which Congress party got through NSY's pocket money, the student pocket money, the youth Congress membership drive, that money is being frozen on some frivolous matter pertaining 7 years back. by the income tax department. So this is not the level playing field. So instead the amount, the money which is in the accounts of the BJP should be frozen because it is unconstitutional. That is the demand of the Congress party. Thank you.
हाँ, अभी एक है,
मैं हिंदी में भी थोड़ा बोलना चाहूंगा। एक तरफ माइक मूव करना, बहुत ऊंची आवाज में बोलूंगा, माइक की आवाज आ जाएगी। एक तरफ नरेंद्र मोदी की भारतीय जनता पार्टी चुनाव को खरीद रही है और दूसरी तरफ कांग्रेस पार्टी को चुनाव लड़ने भी नहीं दिया जा रहा, हमारे खाते सील कर दिए जा रहे हैं। ये फर्क आपके सामने एक लाइन में फर्क समझ में आ जाएगा कि एक देयर इज वन साइड विच इज बाइंग एन इलेक्शन and there is the other side which is not allowed to legitimately fight an election through legitimate money. ये फर्क अगर हमें समझ में आ जाता है तो समझ में आ जाएगा कि लोकतंत्र को किस दिशा में धकेला जा रहा है नरेंद्र मोदी द्वारा। सब कुछ बोला जा चुका है, इससे ज्यादा अभी आपके सवाल जवाब करें तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। हमारे ट्रेजरर साहब यहाँ हैं जो इस विषय को बहुत अच्छी तरह समझते हैं। हमारे कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष ने मांग सामने रख दी है। मैं आपको सवाल जवाब के लिए रिक्वेस्ट
My young friend, just wait till he finishes his well. Then he is not done. Okay.
मैं बीच में बाद में करो ना, तुम्हारा खत्म हो गया। हाँ, चलिए। हाँ, you reply.
Congress somewhere worried because it did not get the proper share in the electoral bond. And the second question is, the allegation is that till now the Congress party was neutral and was not raising voice in favor of this issue. Now the Supreme Court came and Supreme Court became vocal. Now you have become active.
No. It is not so. Shall I pull it here? Yeah. The first question you asked about was the worry for the Congress party. I would like to say that it is not worry for the Congress party, it is worry for the country. It is worry for the democracy of the country, because where would the democracy be? If the principal opposition party is being suppressed, our accounts are being frozen, and on the other hand, the BJP through illegal means, which the Supreme Court itself has said, is getting most of the money using income tax and the ED. Now the names of the companies which have come out, it clearly shows that they have used the pressure from the income tax and from the ED. So the worry is not for the Congress party, the worry is for the country, the worry is how to save the democracy in the country. And as far as the second question is concerned, we have always raised our issues, we have always raised our voice against the obscure nature of the electoral bonds. Not once, but I think more than dozens of times the Congress party and the other opposition parties together in the parliament and outside the parliament have been raising this issue. So it is not that for the first time, it is good. We would like to compliment the organizations which went to the Supreme Court. We would like to thank the Supreme Court for taking cognizance and taking this matter with such importance.
Sir, are you going to complain to Election Commission to freeze the BJP account by using?
Listen, we have demanded today these two things. What course of action is to be taken, as the Congress President said, that we will decide amongst our colleagues in working committee and otherwise also, and then we'll take call. But the two important demands of the Congress party is, number one, the BJP's election, the entire fund should be frozen, and a high-level inquiry directly under the Supreme Court should be conducted to find out the links between the income tax notices, income tax raids and the ED raids and the donations which have been received. So a high-level investigation is required. These are the two demands by the Congress party.
Sir, several unverified and independent investigations on social media about naming certain agencies, including Mega Construction, Serum India, where they have been benefited. Serum India was given monopol of supplying vaccines, and Mega Construction. Have you done any investigations, pointed investigations where you share some details?
Well, we feel that most of these donations, most of these electoral bonds are linked to coercion and linked to certain quid pro quo of given by the BJP to these companies. It is full of corruption. It is full of coercion. Most of these companies, so we don't want to single out a few companies by taking their names. It seems most of these companies, the electoral bond, the entire electoral bond, the names which have now come out, clearly indicates the kind of favors which these companies have got from the ruling BJP government, or they have done under pressure from the income tax and the ED.
Okay.
My question is,
Thank-
the prima facie of your allegation that electoral bond is unconstitutional. Well, this was discussed on the parliament by Mr. Kharge, you also have seen that. But the question is, why it was not challenged in the court the day itself?
Listen, many laws which are passed in the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha or by the parliament, all these are not challenged in the court. Challenge in the court was done by the ADR, by other agencies, which is a very credible agency. And we support their challenge, and we are happy to accept this now what the Supreme Court has come out with. And as far as saying it unconstitutional is concerned, we are not saying it is unconstitutional. It is Honorable Supreme Court which said that it is unconstitutional.
Well, it is understood already.
So it is understood, and now the Supreme Court has clearly put a stamp on this.
But what kind of investigation?
You demanded in the press conference.
Now, Supreme Court will take cognizance of it, and Supreme Court naturally, they will frame the issues, how to give a clear picture about these things. So, we are demanding this investigation should be done fairly under the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court have got experts. They can use anybody from any institutions to give a clear picture.
This question arises because less than 24 hours to go for elections to be declared.
Are you
At the
going to
back
be
of
moving
this,
the
certain
Supreme Court?
revelations have come to the public forum. Now, people of India, the biggest democracy in the world. So that exercise will be declared tomorrow. Before that, what is the kind of action that can be expected from the Congress
Are you
party?
going to be moving the?
What we can do, you tell to within 18 hours, if you show any miracle can be done, I will tell my party people when we are meeting on 18th or 19th. So I will put this suggestion.
ಈ ವಿಷಯನ ಜನತಾ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರೇನು ಸರ್?
Huh?
ಈ ವಿಷಯನ ಮುಂಬರುವ ಲೋಕಸಭಾ ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತಾದ್ಯಂತ
ಅದಾಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ, ಅದಾಯ್ತು.
ಅರೆ ಈಗ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಎಜಿಟೇಷನ್ ಯಾರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ನೀವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ.
Sir, tomorrow election dates are announced. Your MP Rahul Gandhi has demanded to remove EVM and go for paper ballot. How do you see this demand? Are you on the same page, sir? Kharge sir.
See, this is, since beginning our demand is there. You count VVPAT 100%, that is our demand. EVM is there, okay, you are not going to remove that, and naturally this government is also not going to remove that. But whatever you put in the box, that VVPAT, few VVPATs you are counting. We are demanding all the VVPAT should be counted. That will be very easy to know, and it is not it is not going to cost much.
Have you requested election commission on the same, sir?
Yeah, I know, one minute. Okay, whatever has been briefed by my AC president, my treasurer and our spokesman, the larger request in the country's message. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock at Radisson Blue, the ACC president and few office bearers from the Congress party will address a press conference on various other issues. You are most welcome. We are going to send the invitation. Thank you.
Sir, the Kerala government, sir.
Okay, thank you.